I really like how much it holds. So as you can see that all these parts fit here, and there's even room for more to fit in there. I've got 4 nipples, 4 bottle parts to Dr. Brown bottles, so all of that's there. And then you can see here, there's plenty of space in there to put bottles to dry, as well as pump parts. Hi everyone, I'm Rachel. Welcome to our channel where we give quick tips to help you with everyday life. This video is going to be a review of the Papablic Bottle Sterilizer and Dryer. I've been using it for a few months now and I really like it, so I wanted to share some of the things I like about it with you. Okay, so my favorite thing that I have to talk about first is the fact that it dries the bottle parts. When I had my girls in the past, the way that we washed bottles and the process that we had was we would use the dishwasher, the sanitizing feature, and the drying feature on the dishwasher, and it never really dried anything. We would take the bottle parts from the dishwasher and we'd have to put them on the counter on a drying pad and let it sit there for a couple days so that they could dry. But with this, once you run it, it comes out completely dry. So I actually just ran this and you can tell that every piece is completely dry. I'm talking all the parts, nothing's dripping out of it, and the nipples are completely dry, no water at all. So that's my favorite thing. I just like that once you sterilize it, it dries. I can take all the parts out of here, use them immediately, or even put them away immediately, and I don't have to lay them out anywhere so that they can dry. So that's my favorite part about this. This is now one of those things that I recommend for people to get whenever they're looking to get some, baby gift or just buy something for themselves. It's really worth it. Okay, so my next favorite thing is I really like how much it holds. So as you can see that all these parts fit here, and there's even room for more to fit in there. I've got 4 nipples, 4 bottle parts to Dr. Brown bottles, so all of that's there. And then you can see here, I didn't really have a lot to wash this time around, but there's plenty of space in there to put bottles to dry, as well as pump parts. One of the other things I like about this is how it comes apart. You're able to take both parts of this with you to the cabinet to put the bottle parts away. So you don't have to go back and forth. You just literally take it with you, put everything away, completely done. So that's really nice and convenient. One thing I will note is that I do use Dr. Brown bottles and they are pretty tall. So when you put them in here, this basket does not fit on top. So the Dr. Brown bottles just are a little too tall to fit, but that's okay. What I do is wash all the parts, wash all the Medela bottles that I use for pumping, and when that load is done, then I will wash all the Dr. Brown bottles. So it's just one extra load. It's fine with me. I like it that much. Another side tip that I have for you is I put a bowl next to my sink like this. And anytime that we give our son a bottle or I'm done using pump parts or anything like that, we will rinse out those parts and put them in this bowl. And this is just a way to contain all the bottle parts rather than having them get lost in the sink with the dirty dishes. So whenever I see this is filling up, I can tell that it's time to run a load. And also I'm confident in knowing that all the parts are in here, they're not lost in the sink, and I don't need to go digging for anything, so it just makes it easy. So something I recommend. So another thing that I do is I take this with me to the sink. So I usually set it on the counter just right next to the sink and then I fill it up. So just another easy thing to do. Since it comes apart, you can just load it that way. So after it's filled up, you will put water in on this hot plate. There's a water line, so you'll just fill it up to the water line. It's about 100 milliliters of water. You just want to be careful so that you don't get any water in this part here. This is the dryer, so just be careful. As long as you get it up to the water line, then you'll be fine. One thing you can notice is that this has some lime scale on it. So that happens. It was clean whenever I ran this, and then that kind of comes up. Usually what I do is before I run each load, I'll just get a wet cloth and I will wipe it off. And about every week or so, I will do a solution of water and vinegar and just let it sit in there for a couple of minutes, and then all the lime scale will come off. So that's something that it talks about in the instructions, something small to do. I think you could also use distilled water, and that would prevent this from happening. I don't use that. I just use water from the sink and then just run that solution of vinegar and water. Next thing is going to be the different settings that it has. The first one is going to be an 8-minute setting that just sterilizes the bottles. The next one will be a 45-minute setting that sterilizes and also dries the bottles. And then there's a 65-minute setting that sterilizes and does an extra dry on the bottle parts. I usually use the 45-minute setting because it dries everything that I need it to, and so there's no reason for me to use the extra dry longer setting. Once you select your setting, the red light will turn on and then it'll start steaming and you can see that it's working. And when it's finished, it just makes a little clicking noise, so you're able to tell that it's done. Otherwise, during the whole process that it runs, it's pretty quiet, so that makes it nice as well. Other than that, I really like it. I think it's worth getting. It keeps your counters clear. You don't have to lay any of the parts out so that they can dry on the counter. It works pretty fast. It'll hold a lot of bottle parts, and I just really think it's great. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you'd like to see more videos like this, please hit the subscribe button.